So brace yourself for yet another day of blackouts. Eskom is implementing stage 2 load shedding until 11 o'clock tonight. The power utility says its maintenance teams are working around the clock to repair generating units. And I want to stay with power issues because technicians are also working around the clock to restore electricity in Eldorado Park. That's after a mini substation blew up when vandals tried to get into it. How big is the effect, I beg your pardon, on locals? We're joined now by City Power spokesperson Isaac Mangena on the line to talk more about this. Isaac, morning to you. So let's begin with just how much information is available on why the vandals were trying to get into the substation and the extent that this is going to have an impact on people in that community.
We've got our people on the ground to try and see what happened really, but then we've been having this problem of vandals basically breaking the doors of our mini substations. They look like small houses that you can get into and find shelter during rain or even when it's cold. So we've had this kind of a problem in the past, and unfortunately in the past people died because of this. When they are inside, it's warm. There's electricity going in. So in this instance, no one died, but obviously there is no substation to talk about as we speak. And this has affected several people, especially in Extension 4 in Eldorado, who currently don't have electricity. It's a very serious problem for us as the city of Johannesburg because it really takes us backward because we are trying to ensure that we maintain this infrastructure, but it also calls on the community to take charge of their infrastructure because they know these vandals, they know these people when they break the locks and get inside, they live with them. And if they don't do anything, this kind of thing will happen and they'll spend the weekend without electricity, as is the case currently in Eldorado Park. How
long is it going to take you to sort this out?
Efforts have been made currently by our team to ensure that the new mini substation is installed and that power is restored to the areas affected. So we should be, we are hoping to finish the work by at least late Sunday. But we will give the residents information as and when it becomes available.
I want to chat to you about load shedding for a bit. How are you managing to keep up, especially for some of your older substations, with the outages and the jolts when electricity is back online? Does that affect any of them and they're running?
Look, I don't think I can say we are coping. Our resources are stressed. Our teams are very much stressed, and they work across around the clock to ensure that on standby, waiting for Eskom to restore, so that we can also restore to our customers. So it's not like we're coping. And as you rightfully mentioned, we've got an infrastructure that is old, which itself is not coping with load shedding. Most of it, when there is an insurge of current during restoration, it trips, it explodes, the cables explode, and it's really difficult, and it's really costly to the city, financially and even in terms of infrastructure. So, but we're just hoping that this load shedding will come to an end soon, so that at least we can take stock of what still needs to be done, because we had already started as the city of Johannesburg, lots of money pumped in to ensure that we maintain our infrastructure and we build new bulk infrastructure where possible in the city.
Very quickly, final question. People in Midrand and Tembisa will not forgive me if I don't ask you this. Where are we with the situation in Allendale, where another of your substations caught fire earlier in the week and left them without power?
The people in around Allendale will be happy with you that you've asked the question, because they've got electricity as we speak. It was restored yesterday. It's just that prior to it being restored, there was already a scheduled load shedding that was going to take place around in the area. So people thought it was because of the problems of oil leakage and even the fire earlier in the week, but it wasn't. It was basically there was a load shedding load-shedding that was scheduled. But we do have our teams to monitor so that we don't have similar situation like the ones that happened. Currently, we don't know what caused that fire. We are waiting for Eskom investigators because they are the ones leading the investigation, as is their transformer that caught fire, to come back and tell us what really caused that fire.
Okay, Isaac Mangena, so substation or no substation, the essence of the story is that the lights will go off, but thank you for your time. That's City Power spokesperson Isaac Mangena speaking to us this morning. Watching more pleasant news, hopefully, is Hlonimthi Mkhulu.